Welcome to Cat the Minion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. This is going to be a reading for Pisces. So we have water element, we have Neptune as a planet. This is about mid-April 2022. That's just a time anchor, so it's basically for whenever you find it. Ooh, this is the same. I think that's the same card. It's slightly lighter. This is the Syrian Starseed Tarot. I'm going to get a few cards from here, and this is my phrase deck, and I'm going to get a topic for the reading from here. And then the meat of the reading is going to be coming from my... I'm going to move the camera up a little. It's going to be coming from my chapbook packs here. So I got to pick one of these. Pink one? The light pink? Oh, I guess I don't have a light pink in here. Those ones are all not done yet. Actually, the only thing wrong with the light pink ones is that they don't have printed cards, but that's not a big deal. I gotta find one from this other box. There was a light pink one. I did a different one. Oh, come on, they're all buried. Hold on. Here we go. Here's one. Light pink. Okay. So I did clear and shuffle these already, but I'll get them a little bit more. These ones are just a little bit too big for my hands. I was trying to get the cards to bend the other way because I don't like them to be curved, but I mean basically the easiest way to shuffle them is to go like that. These ones take a long time to break in because they're a plastic card and they're extremely difficult to shuffle at first. These ones were even bigger before I trimmed the white border of a few millimeters off the edge, but they're still too big, but they take a few months to really break in so that they're easy to shuffle. Okay. And then the phrase deck, just a couple more on this guy. These ones are just small enough that I can get my hands around them. There we go. Okay, so let's get a topic. Too many. I don't need a whole paragraph. Is that in the camera? Kind of. Okay. Nail polish or something on there. This is like Dayglow yellow, even though it's not showing up that well. It looks kind of green. It's sort of Dayglow lime. Citron. Troublesome, frustrating goblins all up in your work, undoing your labor, although they're sometimes helpful. And we have a number 7, which is interesting because I saw a card flip through that said Chariot on it. So this is the Chariot number. The gremlins in the machine. I mean, well, I'll get to that in a minute. I should mention that these chapbook packs are available in my Etsy shop. And this is something that's relevant to this in particular. Why am I shuffling these more? Let me get these out so I stop making noise so I can talk. I feel like this is going to be a 2-segment video because I don't want to hurry. Pisces is sort of dreamy anyway. Holy crap. Okay, so I got 3 there and 1 over here, so we're going to have an extra card. Okay. So we have the 8 of Flames, the 8 of Wands coming out in a challenged position. I particularly like this one because it's got this wheel of torches, like a chariots of fire. Mercury, Yeah, Mercury and Sagittarius. This is the fast communication, fast moving card. Although, okay, this is how I'm seeing this. Come on, friggin', trying to get it to focus. It's being a piece of shit. No? Let me try it with this. No? Okay. Yay, I got it. Okay. This is looking like a pit stop. Right? It's gonna go, it's like NASCAR fast. Doppler effect. This is all stop. Nothing like stuck in a quagmire. My tires got mud in it. It's not going anywhere. This is a pit stop. Right? And this is what I wanted to say about the goblins all up in your work, undoing your labor. I have probably around 600 of these chapbook packs. And as you can see from this envelope that it's all ripped up and everything, that I had sealed all of them. These envelopes in the rainbow colors, these are ones that I bought. I had to buy envelopes because I didn't have enough scrap materials to make enough. And I realized when I got some printer ink this week that I needed to update all the little cards and stuff in them. They have this old style of writing on them, and I was like, no, I need them to be in the new style that has the link tree on it and looks nicer and doesn't have all kinds of shit cluttered all over it. So I went through all of the dark colored ones, because these are usually just sealed with a piece of tape, or is there any with a sticker? Sometimes they're sealed. Oh, this one's got. Sometimes they're sealed with stickers, and the where's my hold on, this is bothering me. Just scissors for this before. Come on. There, that's better. Although the sticker isn't really working. It took me 3 days to go through all of these. So I had these ones that were easier to open, and I changed them all out. And then I had, you know, an entire full box plus some extra of the rainbow ones. And I'm like, well, these are, I sealed these with the, you know, with the sponge, with the glue, or just glued it with the Elmer's glue because of laziness. And I decided to carefully rip all of them open. As you can see, it's not a perfect job, but I got it most of the way, and it's still, you know, just put some packing tape on there, it'll be fine. But the point is, all of this work that I'd done is very frustrating. I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I pulling these all open? Like, what's the point of this? You know, like, they've been sitting around not selling for 2 years. Like, what's the point of putting all this effort into changing them? Going through each one and pulling out the stuff and, you know, making sure these are okay and changing all it, pulling these out and putting the new ones in. And, I'm actually gonna take the cards out of this one. And making sure that I've got the right cards. So, and again, it took like 3 days of very long hours of tedious work to change these all out. But the point is, this sort of goblin in my work that came in and had to undo all of it for reasons unknown, but compelled to do so. It ended up being helpful because it made me realize that I should do videos with them, show people how to use them, because, you know, I can say like, oh, just buy these little packets, it's a mystery thing, you get little bits of art and poetry, it'll be fun, and then it's a way for me to have, you know, like stuff the little business cards in there, because this is what these were originally, was my business cards. But now it's actually doing something. You know, people are saying like, oh, it's this image. Well, if I want more with these imagery, then I can go to this YouTube channel and see what the visuals are there, and maybe it'll help me relax. Or maybe I can go and get this coloring book because I like dragons, and then I can relax. It'll help me meditate. Those kinds of things. But the main thing now is that I've turned all of these 500, 600, however frickin' many of these I've got. It's the business card thing is just sort of a side hustle on that, really. It's like not the main point anymore. The point is, you know, when I open this up and I read one of these things, it's going to be relevant to the reading. This now matches these cards. This now matches this card. And I'm getting information as if I had gone, instead of taking this packet, I had pulled cards out of this deck too. And I wouldn't have gotten to that point if I hadn't been dissociative, hyper-focus, manic, pulling these all apart for 3 days. So that whole goblin thing was me just automatically doing something that I felt compelled to do. And it ended up being very helpful. And this pit stop is entirely what happened. You know, I thought I was moving ahead, and I had work to do and stuff to do and things that I was trying to get done this week, and it just all stopped for a couple days because I had to get this done. Like, I have to change this tire. These have to be changed out right now. The treads are shot. We're not going anywhere until this is done. And this is what this is talking about. It's fully chariot energy. You notice we go from a 7 to an 8. I just got Rev on the Red Line by Foreigner. But also I've been listening to Foreigner a lot this week, so that might just be that. So let's look at these cards. 5 of Flames. This is like, I see this tire change up ahead, but I'm not close enough, so it just looks like a glowing ball. This is, you know, I'm nitro, 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 and I'm only getting so far. 5 of Flames is a conflict number. It's traditionally Saturn in Leo, but I reassigned it Neptune, which is Pisces energy. There's also, I should point out, that there's a lot of Neptune and Pisces energy going on this month, okay? Pisces is direct in Neptune all month. Did I do that right? Neptune is direct in Pisces all month. Jesus Christ. Jupiter, the Sagittarian energy, direct in Pisces all month. Venus in Pisces after the 5th, which is when I'm recording this. Mars in Pisces starting on the 15th. The Moon in Pisces on the 25th and 27th. So there's this huge cluster. I almost said clusterfuck. Huge cluster of things going on in Pisces, including your home planet. What was I talking about? This is usually a conflict number, a conflict card. There's these fists here, and they're supposed to be fighting each other. But I see this as, like jets of adrenaline. Like, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. But you can only force, you know, a bulb tire to go so much further. You know, I put air in it so it didn't go flat these many times, and I'm not quite getting there. Solar deity. So there's the sun. So we have another giant ball of fire. Look at this coronal mass ejection. Pa-pa-pa-pew. We have a Pegasus here. Sun, sun, sun. Here it comes. Looking at... Interesting. Mars and... I want to see what this third card is. The Two of Cups inverted. Two of Chalices. That's so weird that there's just like all of a sudden love relationship essence. Two of Cups inverted. Venus in Cancer. And I said Venus is already in Neptune, but why is she... She's looking backwards at Mars. And I was thinking, well, I've got Sagittarius over here. I've got the Sun over here. Because this is Leo also. And I'm missing Mars energy. And Venus and Mars are going to be in the same place. It's like Venus is like looking back over her shoulder. She's like, dude, where are you? Like, I'm here already. What's going on? You know, and why? Because Mars has to change the tire. She's sitting over here in the sun, like, okay, here I am, where are you at? Let's see what's in here, now that I put everything back in here. Notice that I have a Cancer, which is the moon, inverted is the sun again. Was this inverted? I don't remember. Whatever, it's not anymore. Okay, so we have this geometric thing. This looks like a radio tower. And then we have this, which looks kind of like a mask, but it's one of the goblins, right? The goblins in the machinery, the tower. And it could also end up being a tower moment, which is the Mars energy. Notice how this is kind of matchy-matchy over here. It's not exactly the same color, but it's because the sticky notes aren't quite as day glow. But they're in the same citron wheelhouse. You think of citrus, that's sort of sunny, too. Oh, okay, look at this. Okay, so this is a face. It looks sort of feminine, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. And it looks like somebody wearing this tower as a hat. It could be a dunce cap, but it kind of looks like... This looks like the feminine who's got her radio tower hat on. She's like, like, come in, car 34, where are you? And the masculine's tower is down, and he can't be like, well, here I am, because the gremlin has temporarily crippled the signal. Okay. This is like a random fashion design, but to me, it's giving me these sort of... It's like a special suit for something, right? Like my race car driving suit. It's the pit crew outfit. They've got an apron on so they don't get grease all over their zippers when they go to the bathroom and mess everything up. Okay, so here's these cards that I added. I'm not really going to look at these because I just kind of stuffed them in there after the fact. I mean, the dragon, the fire, the flames, whatever. And I'm not really that worried about these, my doll playlist right now, so we'll just leave that over there. So here is this booklet, and I gotta change. I had to change the battery, and also my segment was ending. So, see this sunny background, and then we see this ring here with... These are feathers, but it could be a ring with flames coming out of it. It's exactly the same kind of concept. This is Lilith, and that doesn't really matter. But we see this idea, again, of the feminine waiting in the sun center. And her tower is ready to receive, and the masculine's tower is, like, looking at what the gremlins are doing. They're not quite connecting. Okay, let's read destination. That seems like an appropriate thing. Time shifts in another direction. The road leads to you, theoretically. The horizon yields unto me a ceaseless plain punctuated with only a mountain. I've set out on my journey. I feel only the hot sun and the cold moon. It's a moon. Marking the progress on this path seems fruitless with so far to go still ahead. Let my feet be fleet, let the mountain dissolve, let the desert fields recede. Let me be cradled in your energy, let me lay within and beside, I want this peace. Okay, so it's not explicit that this is a romantic relationship. It could be I need to unify part of myself. I've only been operating in a methodical, linear approach to stuff, masculine energy. But I need to get into this creative flow of feminine energy, but I'm having a hard time getting there. And it's kind of the masculine energy getting crippled by a gremlin and having to go in for a pit stop. The idea is that I need to come at this from another angle in order that what I'm working on can go into a creative flow. If we're looking at it from a romantic point of view, it's a similar thing, but in order to meet the feminine where they're at, I need to overcome trying to move through life in the same way over and over again when it's eventually going to burn me out. I need to change the way that I'm coming in. I need to change the way that I'm communicating. And when I do that, it's going to happen really, really fast. It's going to be instant communication, right? Like telepathy, like texting, like, you know, we're not going to be sending a letter by Pony Express and have it take a month to get there. It's going to be a rapid shift once the masculine is able to think about their situation from another perspective. Or if both of these energies are you, be able to think about your creative output from another perspective. You know, like, oh, I didn't think about this way. Like, now I've got the gas to go where I need to go. Exactly like what I was talking about with these. You know, like I wasn't... Ooh. Little confirmation for people who are in a love relationship. This is like the Lover's card. This is Amore. And it also could be the Unified, right? I've healed myself. Right? Because that's one aspect of the Lover's card. Put it back in there. Yeah, so there's two possible scenarios that fit this framework. Again, one is just stuff that I'm working on in my life, unifying, integrating myself with both of my energies, the creative side, the, you know, going with the flow side versus the analytical side, or a love relationship where the masculine is trying to get over some kind of self-sabotage or energy crippling. All right, let me get this over here. If you found this useful or helpful or interesting in some way, and or you've enjoyed my other free content on YouTube, please consider Energy Exchange, Tip Jar, donation. I have PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. They're all Cat the Minion. If you want to get one or more of these chapbook packs like I've been talking about here, those are in my Etsy shop. This feels like it's crooked. And if you use coupon code 3star17, you get 17% off your order of 3 or more items. I forgot what I was going to say for a second. The list of readings that I offer for sale, personal readings, are in the description box down below. Or you can download the PDF from my WordPress, or you can email me and I can send you that PDF. I have coloring books and more poetry over here on Amazon with the Kindle Direct Publishing. I have picture form of card of the day on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And merch on my Cafe Press and prints on my DeviantArt page. Everything here is through the Linktree, linktr.ee/cattheminion. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, check out my playlists tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.